welcome to the Cheap Air Gunner channel. I'm Cherokee Steve. I had an idea that came up kind of suddenly, as far as I had an idea with my 2400 KT HPA version, the TKO moderator that's on that particular gun. I didn't realize that it's simply a carbon wrap over aluminum, which makes up the majority of the moderator. But I took the carbon wrap off. I was on the website for TKO and noticed that you actually have a choice. I didn't notice this when I ordered it. You can get it in the carbon fiber, is what they say, not a carbon fiber look, or brushed aluminum, and in parentheses it says prepped paint. So I decided I would go ahead and pull the carbon fiber wrap off and paint the moderator to match the blue of the shoulder stock / trigger shoe / power adjuster. But with it off, it occurred to me it would be a good opportunity to do a test as far as the sound and the report that the gun gives without the moderator on versus with the moderator on. The other thing that would be interesting to see is if there's any significant noticeable change in velocity with it off versus with it on. So since I'm still waiting for the paint and clear coat to cure, I figured I'd go ahead and put this portion of the video together, which of course would be with the moderator off. So I'm going to do my best to position my phone close to the gun and get an idea, hopefully through the phone, of the loudness of the gun without the moderator. So this will be a shot with the gun filled up to 15 MPa without the moderator. We'll get sound and hopefully a velocity reading off the chronograph. So now that we've done that test without the moderator, getting the velocity and hopefully the loudness of the firing of the rifle comes through, once again, we will do the same thing, except now I've got the moderator back on the KT HPA. I'll reposition the phone, get it as close as possible, and hopefully the diminished sound from the firing with the moderator will come through well on the phone. One of the reasons I did also want to mention for the decrease in velocity, I'm used to this gun and seeing velocities 800 plus feet per second. The velocity that was from the previous one without the moderator, I've got the power adjuster backed off entirely, so it's not coming into play whatsoever. So that somewhere in the 780s, that would be the reason why it's at that velocity. Let's get to shooting this again with the moderator. TKO. Single shot with the TKO moderator installed. So going back and comparing the two, the sound of the firing of the KT HPA without the moderator and comparing it to it with the moderator, you could pretty much get a pretty good idea what came over the phone as far as loudness and how much the moderator does cut down on that. Now, I do want to explain, I posted up the velocity, which was 771. The shot I took that I recorded the sound level with, actually, I didn't get any reading on my chronograph. So I had to take a second shot with the moderator installed, and that's what gave me the 771. So how much of that drop in velocity is due to the fact that it was 2 shots later, or was it due to the fact that the moderator is installed and the moderator is cutting down on velocity? I had a subscriber suggest that if using the gun for hunting and not really worrying about sound levels with the firing of the gun, that I very well may see higher velocities without the moderator. That may be the case. If anything, I would say going from 780 down to 771 over the course of 2 shots, that most likely to some degree I do feel the moderator is cutting down on some of the velocity. But then again, if I'm out hunting squirrels and I do see more than one squirrel and I have the opportunity to take a shot on one and not spook the other one, I may want to keep the moderator on while I'm hunting. That's something I'm going to have to weigh and decide. Maximum velocity, or possibly getting a second shot on a second squirrel without spooking them. Doesn't take much to spook a squirrel though. So with all that considered, that concludes this test. I have some things on order that should be coming in soon, and some new videos should be coming up. So thanks a lot for checking out this one. I really appreciate it, you guys. Stay safe and shoot safe.